tawa, ay, malay mo, meron nga ditong, example, hindi sinagot ng Valentine's Day. Malay nyo yung iba, nagki-kiss na pero hindi na-kiss, nalungkot. So, na-broken hearted, naapektuhan ng mental health, hindi na pumasok. No? Kaya kayo kinakailangan sanoin natin. Okay naman kayo dyan, good sa'yo.
Okay naman, sir.
Happy. Saan tayo natapos sa discussion? Hmm. Saan tayo natapos?
Yung sir sa ano po, perpetuity, bale sa arithmetic na po tayo, yung gradient series na po tayo.
Yun. Ayos naman. Nasa gradient na. Um, Sige, allow me to share my screen and kindly compare if may nakakita kayong shared screen. Wait lang ha, nagloloko na naman na ako. Um, may nakikita na kayong shared screen.
Yes po, sir.
Meron na po sir.
Okay, now, proceed tayo or continue tayo with our next topic all about a gradient series. Now, recall lang tayo ng mga previous topic natin before. Last time, we talk about the different types of a cash flow diagram. Then, tapos na tayo for laging dito. Wait lang ha. Tapos na tayo for uh, tapos na tayo for single cash flow. Tapos na tayo sa annuity, which is the uniform amount. And ngayon, pag-uusapan natin ang sunod na topic all about the gradient. Wait lang at nagloloko. Proceed tayo with all about the gradient. Now, sa gradient is na-determine natin yung two o na-differentiate natin yung dalawang type of gradient. The first gradient is an arithmetic gradient series and the second gradient is the geometric gradient series. When we are dealing with an arithmetic, alam natin that this one is a capital G, which means constant. Constant yung kanyang amount, pero nag increase or nag-decrease. Amount yung fixed or constant. However, pagdating sa geometric gradient series, ang constant sa kanya is the gradient rate or the small letter g. Ano ba muna yung gradient? A gradient is a series of cash flows where the amount change every period. It either increasing or decreasing. There are two types of a gradient series. The first one is an arithmetic gradient series and the second one is the geometric gradient series. Proceed muna tayo with an arithmetic gradient series. An arithmetic gradient series is a cash flow wherein the cash flow changes either increasing or decreasing by the same amount in each cash flow period. Take note that the amount that increases or decreases is what we call the gradient or yung ating capital G. So as you can see here in our cash flow diagrams, kung marirecall natin, this one is an increasing linear or an arithmetic gradient series. Before, I discussed to you that an arithmetic gradient series, kapag increasing or kahit decreasing naman, ang at year 1, laging A muna, and then at year 2, magiging A plus D is not increase. At year 3, A plus 2J, and sa M, A plus N minus 1. Now, itong arithmetic gradient series, nabanggit ko sa inyo before, it is a combination of an ambiguous. And also, it is a combination of ambiguity and a gradient rate. Now, kung ito, ay ating hahatiin, no? Sa ating arithmetic gradient series, hindi pala. Dito sa arithmetic gradient series, we have to consider the present worth, future worth, and annual worth. Ang main goal natin, example, considering first into the present worth, is dalhin natin yung ating values from year 1 to year end into the present worth. Paano po? Itong year 1, dadali natin dito. Year 2, year 3. Paano? Using the formula of P total is equals to PA plus PG. Sir, ano po ba yung PA at PG? Galing dito sa ating cash flow diagram. Halimbawa, lahat ng values dadali natin sa year 0. So ngayon, kung ikakat ko yung aking cash flow diagram, combination nga ng ordinality at saka ng gradient. So nandito ang aking present worth of an entity. 2, 3, i-rewrite ko lang. And then as you can see, kapag nire-write ko siya or hinati ko siya, ito lang yung value ng ating A. Meaning to say, ito yung first cash flow natin. Ito yung first cash flow natin is that lahat ng values ng A natin from year 1, year 2 hanggang year end is dadali natin into the present worth. Paano po? Using the formula of an ordinary annuity. Since our cash flow, as you can see here, is an ordinary annuity. Therefore, gagamitin natin ang A times the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n. Ito is all over I. Now, meron pa tayo natitira. Itong part ng triangle na to, di ba? May triangle pa yan. So, kung triangle, i-rewrite natin yan. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, and n. Now, ito yung G. Ito yung 2G. And ito yung pag n is n minus 1. N minus 1 over G. Now, itong lahat ng values natin from G at year 2, dadalhin natin at year 0. Itong 2G sa year 3 at sa year end, dadalhin natin sa year 0. Paano po? Gagamitan natin ng present gradient or PG. Where ang PG can be calculated by the formula as G over I times the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n over I minus n all over 1 plus I raised to n. Take note, when we are dealing with increasing or decreasing, our if the condition is an increasing linear gradient, positive ang ating nagiging formula dyan, which is P total is equals to PA plus PG. However, kapag ang decreasing siya, which is magiging negative. Ulitin ko ano, kapag ang ating condition sa problem is that it is a decreasing arithmetic, the arithmetic gradient series, that is minus PG. However, kapag increasing PA plus PG. Maliwanag po. So, sasauluhin mo lang talaga yung formula. And then after we memorize the formula, yun na, we can actually solve the present worth of an arithmetic gradient series. Okay tayo dito sa ating first condition, which is the present worth.
Yes po, sir.
Others po,
Yes po.
yung iba.
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Now, proceed muna tayo with the future worth. Sorry na, at ang aking device na ginagamit ay nagluloko. So wala akong magawa. Hindi ko rin alam kung paano ayusin. Magbabalik ka. Now, proceed muna tayo with the future work. Kanina, we discussed the present work. Ang future work is same lang din ang present work. Ang pinagkaiba lang is that yung mga values dinala sa present work. Ngayon naman, dadali natin lahat ng values sa future work. Nga. So, 0. Yun lang yung pinagkaiba. But the principles is also the same. If this one is A, this one is A plus G, this one is A plus 2G, and this one is A plus M minus 1, minus 1 times G. Now, kung yan yung ating cash flow, syempre yung future value is located here. Lahat ng values dadali natin. Paano po? Again, combination ng FA plus FG, which is F total. Since ito, kapag binati natin to, it is a compound, it is an ordinary annuity of a future worth. Therefore, ang gagamitin natin formula is FA is equals to A times the quantity of 1 plus I that is raised to n minus 1 all over I. And fg natin is g all over I times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 over I and then minus a. And again, take note if the conditions of the future work is increasing, F total is equals to FA plus FG. And kapag decreasing naman, F total is equals to FA minus G. Maliwanag tayo doon? So same principle lang ng ating present work. Yun nga lang, pag future work, dadalhin siyempre sa future work. Maliwanag po, naiintindihan yung application.
Yes po.
Yes po, sir.
Others po.
Yes po,
Yes
sir.
Yes po,
Now,
sir.
proceed muna tayo sa annual work before we proceed with our computations. So, kanina, we consider the present work and the annual work. Ano po yung equivalent uniform amount? Equivalent uniform amount is yung A prime or kahit sabihin natin A total. Again, kapag increasing, this one is A1 plus AG. Kapag decreasing, A1 minus AG. Ano po yung ating A1? Yan yung first payment natin. Sir, saan po nakikita yung A total? Hindi po natin yan nakikita sa ating cash flow diagram. Pero sir, nasan po ba yung A total kung hindi natin nakikita? No, yung A total natin is mismo, di ba? Ito ay A plus G, A plus 2G kapag increasing, A plus N minus 1 times G. Now, kung mapapansin niyo, di ba, present value lang and future value yung nakikita natin. Yung ating A total is hindi natin nakikita sa cash flow. Pero, kung tutuusin, ito yung kabuuan, kumbaga, ano yung average ng uniform amount from year 1 hanggang year end. Maliwanag po, nandito siya, kabuuan mismo ng ating cash flow diagram. Kumbaga, uniform amount or the average uniform amount. Okay po?
Opo. Yes,
Now,
sir.
yung A1 natin is yung first payment. Siyempre, A1 is located at year 1. Automatically, first payment is A1. And AG, o yung tinatawag nating uniform gradient or AG is equals to G times the quantity of 1 over I minus n all over 1 plus I raised to n that is minus 1. So again, madali lang yan. Sasauluhin lang talaga ang formula and we need to analyze the problem if the conditions of the problem is at arithmetic arithmetic gradient series. Okay? May question tayo pagdating dito sa ating arithmetic gradient considering present, future, and annual work. Goods po.
Goods po, sir.
O siya, sige. So let us try to solve this problem first on your own. Okay. Ngayon, determine natin yung present, lahat na, future worth, and the annual worth, or the equivalent uniform amount. Okay? Sige. You solve first, and then if you have an answer, kindly chat your answer in our chat. Thank you. If you have an answer, feel free to chat on our chat box. Kasi since may value na kayo ng present perfect, I think yung dalawang magsagot are both correct naman. Let's try how Lance and Andreas got the correct answer. So sabi dito, determine the present worth of the following series of cash flows that occurs at the end of each year, considering an interest rate of 10% per year. Now, dito sa ating problem, stated na may drawing. So, pag may mga ganyan, talagang swerte na agad kapag may cash flow na agad sa ating given, which is advantage yan. So dito pa lang, madedetermine natin what type of topic is this. Kahit luha-luhain natin yung different topics, we can identify that this one is an arithmetic gradient series. And kung mapapansin niyo naman, every year, nag-increase yung value niya. At kung mapapansin niyo lalo, is constant group increase niya, which is 50 pesos. Meaning to say, ang gradient natin dito is 50 pesos. And that is what we call an increasing an increasing arithmetic gradient series. Now, Regina tayo, which is 50, I is 10%, and ang end natin is equivalence of 4. Ano ba ang required? Ang required is P total. How can we determine the P total? O yung P total is nandito ano? P total can be determined using PA plus QG. Plus, kasi nag-i-increase yung value. Kung mapapansin nyo, ano, every year, nag-i-increase siya ng 50 pesos. That's why plus yung ating consumer dito. Now, manu-manuhin natin. EA is A times the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I that is raised to negative 10 1 over I. So substitute lang, 100 yung ating anggulo dyan, 1 plus 0.10 raised to negative 4 over 0.10. Sige nga, engineers, what is the value of our PA? Uwi muna tayo, guys.
Ano po, 316.9865446 po.
Pwede pa siya.
Sige po.
316. Point. Matulungan nyo kami. Ay magsagot din. No? Para sa exam, makasagot tayo. 9865, that is 446. PA pa lang yan. So PG natin is G all over I times the quantity of 1 plus I that is raised to 1 minus negative N all over I minus, naku, ulit parang. Okay, hayain na. Sige, dito is P total is equals to PA plus ng ating PG. Again, PA is equals to A times the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n all over I. Substitute lang 100 times the quantity 1 plus 0.10 raised to negative 4 all over 0.10. Ang sabi ninyo that our PA is 316.98 65 446. In terms of PG natin, PG is ito, yung formula natin, that is G over I times the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative 10 over I minus n over 1 plus I raised to n. Substitute lang. So 50 all over 0.10 times, copy yung 1 minus 1 plus 0.10 raised to negative 4 all over 0.10 minus 4 all over 1 plus 0.10 that is raised to 1. Sige nga engineers, what is the value of our PG? At thank you sa mga nagsagot. 218.90, 58,134. And now, present value yung hinahanap natin or P total, which is PA plus PG. So, ang P total nyo, based sa inyong mga sagot, is 535.89, that is 23,571. So, meaning to say, ang value ng lahat ng ito kapag dinala natin sa year 0 is 535 pesos. Okay po, maliwanag po tayo sa problem na ito.
Yes po, sir.
Yes po, sir.
Others po. Good sa? Madali lang talaga yan. Actually, madali talaga yan. So, direct sub lang talaga. Ngayon, pag future work naman, we analyze the problem na. So, pag future, syempre, makikita natin dito yung ating F total. So, diretso na natin. F total is equals to FA plus FG. So, ano nga ang FA natin? FA is A times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 all over I. Substitute lang natin lahat ng mga given. So, 100 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.10 raised to 4 minus 1 all over 0.10. Sige nga, what is the value of our FA? Sabi ninyo, that our FA is 464.1 pesos. Proceed tayo with the FG. Ang FG natin is itong ating given dito, itong formula. Substitute na lang natin. FG is equals to 50 all over 0.10. 50 yung G times 1 plus 0.10 raised to 4 minus 1 all over 0.10 minus 4. Sige. What is the value of our FG? Kindly help me to answer this one. So sabi ninyo, FG natin is 320.5. Now, ang F total natin is equal to FA plus FG. And then, ang F total natin, based on your answer, is equivalent to, so nagsugot dito, ano ang ating F total dito? 700. Tama ako, 84.6 pesos. Oh, that's it. Maliwanag tayo pagdating sa future value, kung paano dalhin sa future. Good. May
Opo,
question?
sir.
May question kayo? Naiintindihan pa? Nakakasabay pa na kayo?
Opo.
Goods po, sir.
Okay. Madali lang naman talaga. Pagdating sa equivalent, ano lang din, A total is equals to A1 plus AG. Alam naman natin that A1 is first payment. Nasaan ang first payment? So, automatically, this one is 100. And AG Formula base. Substitute ko. So, G natin is 50 times the substitute lang. 50 times the quantity of 1 all over 0.10 minus 4 divided by 1 plus 0.10 raised to 4, that is minus 1. What is the value of our AG muna? Sabi ninyo is 69.0583.925. And now, A total is A1 plus AG plus kasi increasing. So A total is considered as 169.0583.925. And that will serve as our answer on the equivalent uniform amount of a linear or arithmetic gradient series. Question po, naiintindihan?
Yes po, sir.
Madali lang talaga yan.
Yes po.
Ang magkakatalo lang tayo sa pag-evaluate ng problem. Whether it is a gradient, compound, unwiki, doon lang talaga tayo mahihirapan. As long as sa ulo yung formula, alam yung principle, alam yung cash flow diagram, so madali natin masosolve. And now, proceed ngayon tayo with the next topic, which is the second type of our gradient, which is all about a geometric gradient series. Wait, guys, mas ko. Okay. Kapag sinabi natin geometric gradient series, so sabi dito, geometric gradient series is when the periodic payment increases or decreases by a constant percentage. Si arithmetic kanina, capital G, ngayon, si geometric, ang constant sa kanya is the gradient rate or the small letter G. So, pakipalitan ako ng ating mga value dito. Ito yung plus 1. Lahat yan is G. Now, instead of I, gawin yung G kasi gradient tayo. Now, as you can see here in our cash flow diagram, this is considered as an increasing gradient series. Now, wait lang guys. This one is considered as, at ito ay G, G, G. Ito, faltan ninyo din ng G. So, lahat ng yan is considered as G. Take note that this one is an increasing geometric gradient series. As you can see, no, pa-curve siya, no? And every year, nag-i-increase yung values niya even if the gradient is constant. Now, yan yung pag-increasing. O pag-increasing, halimbawa, pinapahanap sa atin na what is the gradient amount at year 1? Automatically, when we are determining the amount at every year, in year 1, A siya. Pag year 2 lang ang pinapadetermine, A times the quantity of 1 plus G raised to 1. O pag year 3 lang ang pinapadetermine na amount, o di A, 1 plus G raised to 2, year 4, raised to 3, and year n as n minus 1. Sir, paano po pag decreasing? Kasi increasing yan. O pag decreasing, A din lang ang year 1. Siyempre, automatically, ang year 1 natin is always A. At year 2, magiging A times the quantity of 1 minus G raised to 1. So, naka-minus pala siya. Pagdating dito, raised to 2, raised to 3, and A, 1 minus G, and minus 1. Take note, when we are dealing with a geometric gradient series, take note ha, positive ang G natin if the condition is increasing. However, negative ang G natin if the problem is considered as a decreasing. Maliwanag po, engineers?
Yes po, sir.
Yes po.
Nakakasabay pa kayo?
Yes po.
Opo,
What
sir.
if, sir, kasi ang binigay mo sa amin kaninang formula is that all of the values at every year. How about po, possible po ba na lahat ng value dalhin namin sa year 0 or the present value? And pwede po ba namin dalhin sa future value? Yes po, meron din yung formula. So, kung kanina may P total ang arithmetic, pero din P total ang gradient natin or geometric, which is A all over I minus G times the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus G all over 1 plus I raised N. And ang ating F total naman is A all over I minus G times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 plus G that is raised to N. Again, take note that positive ang G when the condition is an increasing geometric gradient series and negative G kapag decreasing geometric gradient series. O for example, para mas madali natin maintindihan. Halimbawa lang if A is 150 pesos, ang I is 3%, ang G is, sabihin natin 8%, and ang N is, sabihin natin, 7 years. What is the future worth of a decreasing? No? O, pag isa-substitute natin yung FT, at tingin kayo na mabuti dito, 150 all over, ano yung I natin? I is 0.03 o minus, di ka, decreasing. Ngayon, dito pa lang natin i-consider yung negative ang G kapag decreasing. Minus 0.08. Naiintindihan po, engineers?
Opo, sir.
Times,
Yes
buuin ko
po.
lang na. 1 plus 0.03 raised to 7 minus 1 plus to half plus negative 0.08 that is raised to 7. Naiintindihan po kung paano kapag decreasing geometric, sinasabi ko na agad kasi possible baka sa problem lumabas yan. O di pag increasing, o di plus lang naman. Ano nga, stick tayo with the formula. Maliwanag tayo dito.
Yes po.
Yes po, sir.
May question pa kayo? May question kayo so far? Madali lang naman talaga. It's all about a formula. However, di ba kung mapapansin nyo dyan, parang ang I is not equal to G. Ano? Di ka? I is
Opo.
not equal to G. Is it possible that the condition of the problem is I is equals to G? Pwede ba yung state sa problem? Posible ba yan? Kasi yung formula natin dyan is I is not equal to G. Denominator pa lang. Kasi pag nag-equal yan, possible mag-zero yung sagot. But do you think, is it possible that I is equals to G? O6 pips, engineers from O6. What do you think? Yes, Ron. Hindi ko narinig. Anyone,
Yes po, siguro, sir.
paano magiging future and present value natin? Zero. In reality, sa totoong buhay, hindi tayo papayag ang present value natin ay zero. Wala tayong example, wala tayong pera at year zero. Hindi naman tayo papayag at the future value na zero yung matatanggap natin. Di ba in reality? So do you think is it possible pa rin? Hmm? Other engineers, dali ari kasama sa board exam. Ito yung napasama sa board exam. Ang choices is A, zero, B, undefined, C and D is may value. Kasama yun sa board exam. Kaya yan ulitin yung theory ko. What do you think?
Hindi po sir pwede.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Mamaya,
Mag-a-undefined po sir pag nag-zero po kasi yung denominator.
magka-undefined daw. Pero, take note of that. I is equals to J can be considered in the problem. Eh sir, paano po pag zero? Meron po yung kanyang formula, which is a derived formula of F3 as NBT times N times 1 plus I raised to negative N minus 1 para hindi mag-zero yung future value natin. Kasi in reality, meron talaga yung mako-compute. Ano nga? Eh, sir, paano po pag present work? Ang present work is mahaba yung formula. So, i-atake na lang natin dito sa ating compound formula. Kapag na-compute natin yung F total using this formula, kapag ganito yung problem, yung F total ilagay natin dito and then mahahanap natin ng P. Maliwanag po. Ulitin ko ha. Ang P ay mahahanap. Una muna, kukompute natin ang F total using the formula P n 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. Pag nakompute natin yung value, saka natin atakihin sa compound interest para mahanap natin yung P. Okay po tayo doon? Kasi mahaba ang formula niyan. So, wag na natin yung i-consider. Goods po.
Yes
Goods
po.
po, sir.
A question. May question kayo? May nagtanong sa akin, Sir, pwede ka pong mag-negative ang I at G? Ay, hindi po pwede. Kailan ang interest ay nag-negative? Hindi, wala. Never nangyayari yun. Ano nga? So, ang I lang can be equal to G. And I can be a greater than to G, but I can be less than to G. Lahat ng condition, na-states ko naman dito. Sige, if you don't have question, let us try to solve this problem number 1 nang sabay-sabay na tayo. And then later on, mag-solve kayo ng on your own. Okay? Sige, game. So, sabi dito sa problem is that uh, if the first payment is $100 and the geometric gradient of first successive payment is 10%, find A in year 1 to through 4. So from our given and from our cash flow diagram. For example, ang cash flow diagram natin, ang perspective ay si borrower kasi first payment eh. Now, uh, sabi dito, first payment, so cutting A can be considered as $100. Now, geometric gradient, sinabi na agad for successive payment. So G is equals to 10%. And we can easily determine that this problem is a geometric gradient series talaga. And ang N natin, and ano ba yung required sa ating problem? So ang required sa ating problem is yung ating A1, A2, A3, and A4. Yan yung hinahanap. Ano nga? Ibig sabihin, magkano daw yung gradient amount at year 1, at year 2, year 3, at year 4. Medyo familiar na yung word now at year 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, in terms of our cash flow diagram, since gradient tayo, so 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. First payment, sir, hindi po in-state sa problem whether it is an increasing or decreasing, di ba? Pero sabi dito, successive payment. Meaning to say that it increases. Siyempre, successive nga yung payment. Ibig sabihin, nagiging tumataas o nag-increase yung payment natin. So, dito at year 1, sabi first payment is $100. O take note, this one is an geometric, so pa-curve yan. So, ang hahanapin natin dito is A1, ito, A2, A3, and A4. Paano nga natin ma-determine? At year 1, gamit yung itong formula na ito. O, increasing. At year 1, A agad. Meaning to say, at year 1, ang A1 natin is equivalent to $100. Meaning to say, ito agad ang value natin at year 1. O, pag at year 2, ano natin magiging formula? A2 is equals to A1 times the quantity of 1 plus G that is raised to 1. O, substitute lang yung values. So, $100 times the quantity of 1 plus 0.10 raised to 1. Ano ang magiging value natin at year 2? So, kung sabi ninyo, this one is 110. Meaning to say, ang amount pala at year 2, kapag pinapahanap, is 110. Proceed tayo at year 3. So, ang A3 natin is equals to A1, 1 plus G raised to 2 na. So, $100 is equals to 1 plus 0.10 that is raised to 2. What is the value of our year 3? This one is 100. My God, iulit na tayo. Iulit na. Okay, wait lang. Oh my God. Ay, basta, nakompute na yung naman ano. So, lagay lang natin dito is that uh, A1 is 100 yung na-compute. A2 using A1 times the quantity of 1 plus G raised to 1 of 110. Then A3 as A1 plus G raised to 2, which is 121. And A4 as A1, 1 plus G raised to 2 as 133 yata to. Point. Diba? So meaning to say, at every year, ito pala yung gradient amount na nag-increase. Now, kung mapapansin nyo, it increases. However, yung amount niya is not constant. Pero ang constant is yung gradient. That's why it is what we call a geometric gradient series. Okay po tayo dito. Do you have question regarding dito sa ating problem number 1? Goods po.
Goods po, sir.
O siya, sige. Let us try to solve uh, other problems. Do you have questions before ano, I proceed with the next problem? Nakakasabay ba kayo? Nakakasabay kayo?
Yes po.
Sure kayo? Sure ah. Magsasabi kapag hindi. Tayo ay dito hindi nakasabay. Example, hindi nakasabay si Zarlene. Ano nga? Siyempre magchat-chat kay Andreas. Andreas, pwede ba tayo mag-late night talk? Video call tayo, pag-usapan natin ng ipon. Di ko kasi naintindihan yung topic ng Sir Kim. Tapos sabi nag-discuss. Yun. May jowa ka ba? O di syempre, hindi naman pwedeng puro ikon lang ng ikon ng topic mo. Sabihin niya ni Darlene, alam mo gusto ko maging kaibigan aside from being classmate. Di ba? May, aside from ikon, may other usapan din. Ano nga Andreas, tama ba ako?
Opo.
O, pangit naman kasi pag puro ikon. Siyempre, other topics is also being involved. Kasi sige, I do hope naman, I assume that every one of you understand the topic. So sige, let us try to solve this one. Kayo muna, and then if you have an answer, kindly chat your answer in our chat box. And later on, we will compute and we will check if your answer is correct. Go guys. If you have an answer, kindly chat your answer in our chat box. And let us try to check if our answer is right. Okay, do you have an answer? What is your answer? Wala pa din. Other answer aside from off. I think tama naman yung sagot niya. Staying withdrawn as this one is wrong. Yeah. Siya, mali, mali. Mali yung sagot. Gerald Cruz. Labas lang niya. Hintayin niyo na lang niya sa labas. What is your answer, guys? Other answer, other answer. Kasi ako na. At least you try to solve. It's okay. Now, yan. May tumama na. May nakita na akong tama. So, tingnan natin kung ano ba yung tamang sagot. So, a gold mine yielded an equivalent of 500,000 during its first year of operation, 460,000 of its second year, and amount that is decreasing by 40,000 every year. Knowing that the mine can only operate up to 4 years, what is the equivalent annual yield considering an interest rate at 10%? Now, pagsabayin natin yung ating given and then the cash flow diagram. So here, how can you determine what type of problem is this? Laging may keyword dyan. Sige nga, tanungin ko muna si Zarlene. Nasaan si Andaya? Or Sandaya?
Yes po, sir.
After you read the problem, ano yung unang pumasok sa isipan mo? Anong type of problem it is?
Nag-cash flow diagram po ako, sir.
No. Ang tanong ka is, anong type ng problem ito after you read the problem? Zarlene, after you read, and then when you analyze and you evaluate the problem, ano yung unang pumasok na type of topics before you come up to 444,000? Your answer is correct.
Yung ano po, equivalent po.
We, yeah, this one is equivalent, but kumbaga, ano yung hinahanap, ano yung type ng topic? Anyone who could help Zarlene?
Ano po, sir?
Sige, others na lang. Garcia, where's Garcia?
Sir.
After you read the problem, ano yung type of problem it is?
Yung equivalent uniform amount pa.
Anong type ng problem to? Yun yung pinapahanap. Ang tinatanong ko, anong type ng problem? Type ng topic, kumbaga, after you read the problems. Ako na nga, sasabi. Siyempre, ang unang papasok sa isipan natin is gradient to, diga. Gradient dito. Now, anong type of gradient? May arithmetic and may geometry. Pero how can I determine whether it is an arithmetic or gradient? So, sabi dito, amount that is decreasing by 40,000 every year. Meaning to say, if the amount is decreasing at constant 40,000 every year for 4 years, meaning to say, I can conclude that this one is an arithmetic gradient series. Tama po ba ako?
Yes
Yep.
po.
Yun ha. Yun yung una. Hindi yung kung ano yung pinapahanap. So, ang type ng problem na to is an arithmetic gradient series. So, meron tayong G. So, nagyan natin dito that N is equals to 4 years and I is equivalent to 10%. From the cash flow diagram, so 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, sabi dito, yielded. Halimbawa, gold mine yung ating maging perspective. Yielded an equivalent of 100,000 during its first year. Meaning to say, nakaka-accumulate. So 500K is pataas. And 460,000 is from year 2. Nagdi-decrease ng 40,000 every year. So 500, 460, 420, and 383. So as you can see here in our cash flow diagram, it is considered as an, an arithmetic decreasing. No, every year, nagdi-decrease daw ng 40,000 yung ating value. Okay? Maliwanag po tayo doon, nagkakaintindihan.
Yes po, sir.
Engineers, others po, yung iba, naiintindihan niya.
Yes po, sir.
Sure kayo ha, dapat nakakasabay. Kasi baka mamaya, ang annuity, gradient, magkahalo na. Tapos may single cash flow pa. Like yung pinakita ko sa irregular series. Now, ang hinahanap dito is yung required natin dito is yung ating tinatawag na equivalent annual worth or AP. And we can determine that our AP is A1 minus AG. Sir, bakit yung AP plus? Kasi na, ang ating gradient is decreasing. Pag decreasing, minus natin ang AG. Tama ba ako? Yes or no?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Yes po. So, alam natin that our A1 is automatically 500,000. Okay na tayo. And through AG, that is G times the quantity of 1 all over I minus N all over 1 plus I raised to N, that is minus 1. Tama ba ang formula? Check naman ako kung tama ang formula.
Yes po, sir.
Now, substitute lang naman. So, 40,000 times the quantity of 1 and over 0.10 minus 4 and over 1 plus 3.10. That is raised to 4 minus 1. Sige nga, what is the value of AG mo? Papatulan muna ako for the value of our AG. This one is 55,236.71407. And now, i-deduct natin para makompute natin yung AP. 500,000 minus 55,246 of 71 and then 80 is equivalent to 444,000. That is 753.2859. So ito po ang sagot natin for the equivalent annual worth of this problem. Maliwanag? Maiintindihan?
Opo, sir.
Question po. Do you have questions regarding data? Nakakasabay ba kayo?
Goods po, sir.
May question po ha? Questions? You have questions? Stop ko muna to. Sige. I think yan muna yung ating magiging topic for today. So, next meeting, we will conduct our quiz. Paas ko lang, kayo ba ay may pasok every Monday?
Meron po, sir.
Hanggang anong oras po?
May 2 class po kami. Yung una po ng Monday namin ay 11:30 po yun. Hanggang... Ito po, sir. Yun po, ang una po namin ay 11:30 hanggang 12:30 po.
Hindi, yung pinakahuli.
11 po pala. Ang last po namin class ay 3 to 5 MELOS po.
Other than that, wala na.
Apo, yung dalawang klaseng yun po ang tuwing Monday
Okay.
namin.
Kasi possible, magpa-exam ako ng Monday. Isa ano pong gagawin natin sa face-to-face? May other agenda tayo doon. Okay po. Possible, sinasabihan ko na kayo that our exams, kakausapin ko lang muna lahat ng mga BOD. No? Saka kayo bibigyan ng announcement. Pero possible, our exam would be on Monday. Face-to-face ba kayo ng Monday? Next week?
Majority naman po dito ay yes po. Dahil 06 naman po yung mga natin.
Possible na exam kasi natin is 5 p.m. to 6:30. So wala namang conflict na. Tama ko, Andreas. And other sections naman is pumayag naman. So I do hope papayag naman kayo. Pero if hindi kayo papayag, so siguro, maybe we can have another time available. Kung bagay may available time for you. So hanap tayo ng available time para sa section niyo. Kung ayaw nyo ng download. And then sa face-to-face meeting natin, so meron tayong gagawin na, diba? And then saka ako na lang sasabihin after we conduct our individual or your ating quiz natin. Maliwanag po. Do you have any more questions? And also nga pala, bigyan ko na kayo ng advance lang to ha, advance announcement. So, after amortizations ng ating problems, di ba may nakita kayo sa libro na chapter test or problem sets. So, that will serve as your problem sets for our midterms. So, gagawin ito yung 7. So, meron tayong format sa paggagawa ng problem set. So, later, may ipoprovide ang isa sa mga BEB sa ibang sections. And then, si Andreas or others, or like si Cyril, sila yung magpo-provide sa inyo ng announcement all about the format of the problem sets. Since these 7 problems are already the decision na yung topic, maybe you can answer it as early as possible para pag halimbawa may ipapagawa ang ibang sa ibang subject, at least nabawasan na yung mga isipin ninyo. It is a handwritten. Bigyan ko lang kayo ng advance announcements. Handwritten engineering lettering. So, since ang case natin dito, at may module naman kayo, yung problems, no need more to write it. You de-attach. I-de-attach lang tong ating problem sets sa ating manual, and then ito yung i-attach natin sa problem set natin as a problem. And then, ang ilalagay lang natin is yung solution. So, may mga rules lang ako and instructions sa problem sets. Basta si Andreas and si Cyril will provide an announcement as soon as possible. Sir, kailan po yung submission? Possible ang submission nito is mismong araw ng ating exam sa midterm exam. Example, ang exam natin is Wednesday. Example lang alas 9 ng umaga. Yun nga lang, pag Wednesday kayo magpapasa, earlier ng 1 hour. So, if alas 9 exam natin, kinakailangan lahat ng problem sets ninyo ay naipasa na sa akin ng alas 8 ng umaga. Basta 1 hour earlier. Ha? And take note, wag naman 1 year, napa-anwiti na tayo eh. 1 hour before the exam. Napa-anwiti tayo siguro. Nakapa-compound interest. And also, make sure, pag ipapasa niyo sa akin yung problem sets, that is automatically in alphabetical arrange. Even if meron mga dito na hindi originally from your section, still, you need to alphabetize. Okay? Para madali kong assess kung sino yung nagpasa or hindi. Yun lang. Baka mamaya may mapabalitaan ako. Since problem sets to, may mga nagpa-computerize. Ulitin pa, handwritten pa. Baka sa sobrang tamad, kinomputerize na. Yung iba, ay tunay ito ha, in-scan. Nagsulat si Cyril. Ang ginawa in-scan yun ang sinabmit ay pausap-usap naman. Hawag na lang ganyan. Maliwanag tayo. Meron ding iba, ito totoo na ha, may nagpapasulat, tapos may bayad. Tinatanong ko magkano ang isang problem pag sinulat. 25 pesos. Paano? Yung sabihin natin, yung iba sasabihin ni Andreas, sir, hindi. Depende po yun. Hindi po 25 pesos ang presyohan ng isang problem. It depends po kung gaano kada papel is accumulated 25 pesos. So pag nakadalawa na pong papel yan, kahit po hindi po whole paper ang isang page, automatic 25. Kung halimbawa, ito ay 7 problem. Tapos, ang isang problem is accumulated into 2 bond papers. Pwede 50 pesos ang isa. Is 50 times 7 o 350 din iyon. Saan niyo kukunin yung 350? Bigay pang date niyo na iyon. Kayo na lang sumulat. Sabi nga ni Andres, kokopyahin mo na nga lang, magpapakopya ka pa. No? Kokopyahin mo na nga lang ang problem set, ipapakopya mo pa. No? Ipapasulat mo pa. Di tunay naman, nangungopya na nga lang tayo ng problem set. Ipapasulat pa natin sa iba. Grabe naman, mas prinsipe pa tayo dun sa prinsipe ng prinsipe. I-exert an effort. Di ko naman sinasabi na huwag kayong manulat. It's okay. Okay, ina-encourage ko nga kayo na you work as a group. Itong 7 problems, you work as a sections. Sagutan ito as a sections. And then, pag hindi naintindihan kung paano nakuha yung tamang sagot, hindi magpatulong kung paano magpatulong, ipa-discuss kung paano yung problem number 3. Hindi yung ipinasulat, hindi yung nangopya ka na nga lang, ipinasulat ka pa. Mas maganda, intindihan niya yung problem. Okay, tunay yung tawa kayo ng tawa dyan. Tunay yung nangopya na nga, ipinasulat pa. Meron akong mga kilalang ganyan. Pero sana naman, huwag naman mangyari. Meron yung nagsabi sa akin na, sir, ang price po ng isang problems ay 60 pesos. Aba namang pagkakamahal naman ng isang problem ay 60 pesos. Sayang din yun. Pang price nyo na sa McDo or sa Jollibee. Maliwanag tayo dun na. Hoy tawa ka ng tao dyan, Andreas. Tapos mamaya, ikaw ang nagpapasulat. Sunay yun. Talaga
Hindi po,
namang,
sir.
hindi po. Pero may kilala ka din. Wala naman.
Wala naman po.
Wala na. Sige, ayun lang, it is an advance announcement. Hopefully, i-solve nyo agad dyan para na din mag-serve yon as your practice before you conduct your quiz on Monday. Sige, if you don't have any more questions, that would be all for today. So thank you so much and yes,
Sir
Andres.
Pablo,
Yes po.
ang quiz po natin sa Monday, ano na pong magiging final coverage po?
From the very beginning of our discussion until the gradient.
Hanggang ito pong diniscuss po natin today po.
Yes po.
Okay po.
Okay. Meron bang question? Wala na. Sige, if you don't